Every time the horse hit a rough patch of ground or jumped a small ditch, my stepson Raphael's burning hand pushed another inch up under my skirt. Nico, the eldest, looked every bit the refined and noble heir on the surface. Well-educated, sharp-featured, always impeccably dressed. And right now, with his horse pressed firmly against my kive, that burning possessiveness surged forth as well. I gripped the reins tightly with both hands, terrified to make a sound, because my 50-year-old husband Damie was riding just ahead of us, guiding his horse along the rough grassland path like nothing in the world was wrong. My husband Damien had 2 sons, Nico and Raphael. After his first wife passed, he brought me, Serena, into the family 3 years ago. As the wife of the ruthless Don of the Moretti crime family, I had always treated them like my own sons. But Damien was old now, and his short, useless thing could never satisfy any of my needs anymore. We are being hunted down, betrayed by rival forces. Our destination is a safe house in a secluded paradise. Damien had loaded every single supply, weapon, and bag of cash onto the pack horses trailing behind us. If I'd known what this desperate horseback escape was about to become, I would have died before ever saying a word.
Damien, but I can't ride a horse at all.
Then just leave her behind with the rest of the supplies.
Absolutely not! Serena, choose which son's horse you'll ride. I'm leading from the front.
Raphael had just turned 18. Tall, solid, radiating something dangerous. The college baseball star built like a young bull. Nico, 26 and the family heir, rode closely beside us, radiating even darker energy. Normally, neither of them would even look at me. They'd clearly decided I was nobody, who had married their dad just to leech off his money and protection. Damien didn't notice. He simply glanced back and said,
Serena, ride with Raphael.
And that was that. And that's how I ended up sitting on Raphael's horse, nestled tightly between his powerful thighs, my back pressed against his broad chest. Raphael's rock-hard thighs framed me on both sides, his muscular arms reaching around me to hold the reins, trapping me in scorching heat. Half of his oversized hoodie was draped over my body for cover. I shifted uncomfortably, trying to create even the slightest bit of distance.
Hold still.
His large hand clamping down firmly on my waist, hot enough to burn through the fabric. Every muscle in my body went rigid, but that kind of tension burns out fast. I couldn't keep it up. The midday sun was brutal on the open grassland, turning the air bone-dry and suffocating. My body slowly started to soften. My eyelids kept slipping shut. I was seconds from sleep. Then the horse dropped. Exhausted, I suddenly lost balance and started to fallward. I instinctively reached out with my hand to brace myself. I sucked in a sharp breath. Tense whisper. My body locked up. Because my palm had landed directly on something thick and rock-hard. That burning, heavy hardness throbbed under my hand through the thin fabric of his pants. It was no accident. It took me a long beat to realize what it was. 2 weeks ago, at the private villa pool late at night, I had come out for some fresh air and saw Raphael standing under the dim pool lights. He was wearing only a pair of tight black swim trunks that left almost nothing to the imagination. His muscular, well-trained body, honed from years of college baseball, glistened with water. Every line of his abs and powerful thighs clearly visible. The front of his swim trance was stretched obscenely tight, the thick, unmistakable bulge impossible to ignore. Raphael glared at me with pure rage and hissed through gritted teeth.
What the hell are you looking at?
When our eyes met, he glared at me with pure fury, his jaw clenched tight, his arm tightened around my waist as he pulled me harder against his chest, then urged the horse forward without another word. For 3 years now, out of sheer gratitude, I had played the part of the dutiful wife and stepmother. I'd never noticed them this clearly before. 2 weeks ago, late at night, I had just finished showering and was standing naked in the walk-in closet looking for clothes. Suddenly, I heard footsteps. Panicking, I quickly hid deep inside the closet, leaving the door slightly open. Through the narrow gap, I saw Raphael walk in. He stopped in front of my dresser, pulled out one of my silk nightgowns, pressed it to his face and inhaled deeply. His other hand slid into his shorts. He was already rock hard. As he stroked himself roughly, he groaned my name in a low, desperate voice. His muscular body tensed, veins bulging on his forearm as he jerked faster, whispering my name over and over until he came with a stifled groan. And now, Raphael was rock hard, pressed right against me, while Nico's solid thigh burned against my other side. I wasn't sleepy anymore. My brain was locked onto one thing, both of them, so close, so dangerous. Nico's low voice sounded behind me.
Raphael, watch the path. Don't look around.
With one powerful arm, he scooped me up by the waist and lifted me onto his saddle in front of him. My back pressed tightly against his broad chest, trapped between his arms as he took control of the reins. I thought that once I was sitting on Nico's horse with him, things would be much better. Although Raphael was glaring at us with wide, furious eyes, his jaw clenched tight as he rode close beside us. But I was wrong. It didn't take long, barely a few minutes, before I felt it. A thick, burning hardness slowly rising beneath my ass, pressing insistently right against me through Nico's pants. The heat was intense and unmistakable. Not long after, dark clouds rolled in over the vast grass fans, and rain began to fall. The air, which had been scorching and bone-dry, quickly turned hot and humid. Sweat and rain mixed together, making our clothes cling damply to our bodies.
Don't move.
He whispered darkly against my ear, his voice low, rough, and dangerously commanding.
Move again and I'll drop you off the horse.
I froze completely. My breath caught in my throat. His grip was iron tight, possessive, leaving no room for escape.
Beneath me, that heavy, throbbing heat continued to swell and press hotter against my ass. I was a grown woman. I knew exactly what it meant. I couldn't help it. My eyes flicked forward toward Damien. He was focused on the path ahead, oblivious.
Nico let out a low, dark chuckle right against my ear.
Look at him, riding like nothing's happening, completely clueless that his wife is sitting on her stepson's lap like this. Bet if he knew how wet you are right now, it would destroy him.
Nico, watch your tone. Serena is your mother, even if she's not blood. Speak to her properly.
Nico's body tensed beneath me. After a long, heavy pause, he finally muttered coldly,
Sorry, Serena.
I barely had time to register the insincere apology before Damien spoke again.
Serena, honey, pass me a cigarette from the saddlebag and light it for me, will you?
My heart slammed against my ribs. With trembling fingers, I reached forward toward the saddlebag on Damien's horse, fumbling for the pack and lighter. As I leaned across to light the cigarette for him, the movement forced my ass to grind harder against Nico's lap.
She's been sitting on Nico the whole time. It must be tiring for her. Let her come ride with me.
Nico's arm instantly tightened around my waist like a steel band.
No,
He said flatly, leaving no room for argument.
she stays right here.
No matter how still I tried to remain, that relentless pressure never stopped teasing me, sending waves of unwanted heat through my body. My throat was painfully dry. I whispered hoarsely,
Can I have some water?
Raphael quickly handed me a bottle. My hands shook so badly that when I tried to drink, half the water spilled down my neck and chest, soaking through the thin fabric of my dress. The cold shock made my skin tighten and tingle, the wet cloth clinging transparently to my curves. Before I could even wipe it away, Nico's horse stumbled on a patch of uneven ground. At the same moment, a loud crack of thunder split the sky. I cried out sharply as the violent jolt slammed me hard down against him.